In the annals of royal history, few stories have captivated the world quite like the scandalous love affair of King Edward VIII. This tale defies the conventions of a typical royal romance, fraught with drama, intrigue, and a surprising twist that changed the British monarchy forever. Our story begins in July 1931, when Edward met Wallis Simpson, an American socialite, at a party. At the time, Edward was the Prince of Wales, admired for his charm and charisma. Wallis, however, was unlike anyone he had ever encountered. She was vivacious, confident, and most provocatively married, not once, but twice. Despite social conventions, Edward was drawn to her wit and sophistication, sparking a relationship that would soon careen towards infamy. Their romance, conducted largely away from the prying eyes of the public, took center stage when Edward ascended to the throne in January 1936. He was now King Edward VIII, and what had been a personal entanglement rapidly spiraled into a public scandal. The king had fallen in love with a divorcee, and to make matters more perilous, she was still married to her second husband. The British establishment was aghast. The Church of England, of which Edward was the nominal head, was staunchly opposed to divorce and remarriage. Additionally, the concept of a foreign-born queen, especially an American, was anathema to many. As rumors swirled, it became increasingly clear that Edward's private life was creating a constitutional crisis. The stage was set for an unprecedented decision. Edward was faced with a stark choice: the crown or the woman he loved. On December 10, 1936, after just 326 days as king, Edward chose Wallis over the throne, abdicating in favor of his younger brother, who would become King George VI. In a poignant broadcast, he famously declared, "I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility without the help and support of the woman I love." This act of abdication sent shockwaves through the British Empire. Yet for Edward and Wallis, it marked a new beginning. The couple married in June 1937, settling into a life of relative obscurity, exiled from the royal court's pomp and circumstance. Despite the initial media frenzy, their union was one of remarkable endurance, lasting until Edward's death in 1972. In retrospect, Edward VIII's abdication was both a personal sacrifice and a pivotal moment in British history. It not only reshaped the monarchy, but also underscored the age-old conflict between duty and desire. Today, the love story of Edward and Wallis remains a captivating chapter, a narrative of passion and defiance that has inspired countless tales and interpretations. It invites us to reflect on the powerful force of love and the lengths to which one might go to honor it. As we close this tale of royal romance, we are reminded of Edward's profound choice, a moment when a king, against all odds, immortalized his devotion to his beloved.